My husband 30M just said, "Can you go kill yourself?" To me 28F. Okay, so background story. I've been struggling with depression and anxiety my whole life. I've made decent progress in my adult years but have slipped up here and there. Last year was the worst year of my life and I got diagnosed with CPTSD. I've been having flashbacks and have become suicidal again. The last 4 months I've been medicated and doing well. Here's what happened tonight. My husband and I are going to bed. Lights are out. He starts singing a song, making fun of me in the lyrics, making a joke. I'm tired, so I jokingly said, "Can you shut up?" His response was, "Can you go kill yourself?" Quote, my reaction was to ask him what he said because I was shocked. He said he meant like was I capable of doing that, not to go do it. I then asked him to admit that was wrong and he shouldn't have said it. He basically made a joke of the apology again. I rolled over and he asked if I was mad. I said he can be very insensitive and that was very inappropriate. And his apology was insincere. I said if I wasn't in a good place right now, that comment could have sent me over the edge. But regardless, knowing my history, that is crossing a line. Joke or not, I feel like this shouldn't be something I should easily forgive. Edit. Because people seem to be confused. After he made these comments, I asked him to apologize but it wasn't sincere. Then he asked if I was mad. I explained to him very calmly that I didn't appreciate the joke and how it's triggering and we shouldn't take my current, good, mental health for granted. He then apologized sincerely and we kissed and made up. I don't know why you even made this post if you're going to ignore all the advice and keep defending him. Up. Okay, clearly you don't believe this comment is worth ending it. I get it. But you know the fact that he couldn't acknowledge how hurtful his comment was. Like, don't you think that's worth pondering over? Has he been dismissive like this before? Does he know how to make a real apology? Because you sure deserve one before considering forgiving him. He seems to be a contributor to your current mental state. You need an advocate, not an enabler. Separate for a while, and if you find that you're healing and improving, then divorce is the only option. I was hospitalized for months because of this. My husband jokes about everything. Never once did he say to kill myself or any other disparaging comments. Your husband is an ass and knows it's out of pocket. How is the rest of your relationship? Welp. Up. Your comments strike me as someone who has their head lodged in their ass. Your trauma struggles aside, you sound like an incredibly stubborn person who only listens to whatever they want. You don't want advice. You want validation. You want this guy, but you want him to be different. A better version of himself. He won't change, nor does he need to change for you. You want to be married, but you don't want to work for your marriage. Sometimes walking away from a marriage is working for it. You want to feel better, but you don't want to get away from a person who brings you down and does not listen to the boundaries. What do you want us to do? Change and heal and grow for you so that you don't have to do anything? That's not how it works. He TD you to go kill yourself and refuses to make an honest apology. He doesn't care about you and your mental health. He'd like to move on. I suggest you do the same. From him specifically. Good luck. Girl. What? How is this an appropriate response to someone that's suicidal? Your partner should be your safe haven, not the one that could possibly trigger you with comments like this. It's not okay even if he was joking. And for him not to see that as a big yikes. If I'm being totally honest, so no. You should not easily forgive him. Maybe take him with you to your next therapy session after you told your therapist what happened. I'd rather be alone than with someone like this. My boyfriend is suicidal. I would never say something like that to him. And we joke about everything. I would never say this to my spouse because I love him and would never want to put that seed in his head. You deserve someone that doesn't say stuff like that to you. Someone that promotes self-worth and makes you feel good. This is abusive. Please, please, please form a plan to get away from this person. So you're leaving him, right? You should be looking for a divorce lawyer. Not cool of him based on your personal situation. It doesn't sound like he is very considerate. What about the guy from Tinder 16 Diego? Your edit makes it worse. A few kisses and you're good? You made him apologize? I'm done with Reddit couples, to be honest. Kevin is a strange name for a woman. How is this a joke? There is nothing funny about it. I'm so sick of Oz saying it's just a joke. No, you're just an asshole. Nah. My BF and I often make funny insults to each other, but if one of us thinks we went too far, we just say stop and the other asks why said thing was wrong to say. Keeps the peace and the humor. Why was he making fun of you in the lyrics and singing in bed? While I agree that he was insensitive and you deserve a sincere apology, how has he been doing over the last year before and after you got treatment? Has there been room for him emotionally in the relationship? Caregiver fatigue can be a real thing that he may be struggling with coming out of. Your husband could be an abusive, callous jerk. He could also be struggling with your mental health struggles. Maybe he needs counseling as well. He may be walking on eggshells so much that he just blew up.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.